In the Old Testament, there's a verse which says, "Call on me in the day of trouble, and I will hear and answer you." And this is a unique day we face. It's a rare day. Everyone on earth is paying attention to this one virus, this one infectious disease. It's a rare time indeed. And God deeply cares about what we go through. I don't know if you know that or not, but it's true. And yet many people, they doubt that. They wonder if that's so. And they ask, if God loves us, why this infectious disease? But he told us that there would be plenty of trials in this life. And the references are too many for me to give you today. But if you were to look it up, you would find out, if you were to look up the word trial or tribulation or trouble, you would discover all kinds of references to that. And it would be obvious to you that God cares about us when we are in so much trouble. Now, there are seasons of plenty and want. There are seasons of blessing and seasons of trial. Ecclesiastes chapter 3 talks about that. It says, to every season there's a purpose under heaven. God has a reason for the things that are going on. I'm not at all saying that he sent the virus. Please, that's not at all what I'm saying. But he does use these things. He tells us in Ecclesiastes 3, he says, there's a time for war, there's a time for peace. There's a time to gather stones and time to cast them. Time to build and a time to tear down. Time to be born and a time to die. And there's a time and a purpose for this particular season that we are in. He has a design for it. I don't know all of God's designs, obviously, but I think I know one. This is the perfect opportunity for people to discover that God cares about them and he wants to run to their aid. He invites us, commands us to call on him in this day, to pray to him. Let me read a passage for you, a comforting passage from Psalm 91. He who dwells in the shelter of the Most High will rest in the shadow of the Almighty. I will say of the Lord, he is my refuge and my fortress, my God in whom I trust. Surely he will save you from the fowler's snare and from the deadly pestilence. He will cover you with his feathers, and under his wings you will find refuge. His faithfulness will be your shield and rampart. You'll not fear the terror of night, nor the arrow that flies by day, nor the pestilence that stalks in the darkness, nor the plague that destroys at midday. This is his promise to us, to take care of us in our hour of need. He invites us to come to him and to call on him. And this is our opportunity and it's our responsibility to seek him in this hour. The president has recommended today and stated that today is a day of national prayer. I think that's a great idea. We at Faith Fellowship will be praying for our church, for our city, for our state, for our nation, for our families. We'll be doing that after this ministry streaming is finished this morning. In the future, we hope to hold several small group prayer meetings on Sunday morning over the next several Sundays. We'll be giving you the details during this week. You'll find them on Facebook or email or text, any way we can get the message across to you. In the quiet and significant delay and waiting that we're going to go through because of all the closings, let's take the time to seek the Lord together. Maybe you can join us when this ministry streaming is done today and set aside special time to call on the name of the Lord. He has promised to hear our cry. That's what Christian people do. They cry out when they need the Lord. And this has given us an opportunity to know how much we need him and how available he is. God bless you today.